Hello students, this is lecture number 5 and today we'll discuss the nature of management. The topic nature of management of very first chapter of business studies class 12, that is nature and significance of management. Okay, so here the 3 points as an art, as a science, as a profession. Okay, we will discuss one by one. So some business experts considered as management as an art. Some says that it is a science, some says that it is a profession. Okay, let's see. As an art. Okay, what is an art? What's the meaning of art? Art means skill. Art means skill. So when we talk about management, first we consider that all the 3 features possesses by an art. One by one. The first feature is theoretical knowledge. Okay, so in an art there is some theory. For example, if we talk about music, music contains notes, sa re ga ma pa. In the same way, if we talk about management, lot of literatures is available in the market. Okay, for example, literature regarding the marketing, literature regarding the finance, literature regarding the HR. So first feature, that is theoretical knowledge, is similar to that of an art. Next point, personalized application. Okay, so when we see the art of different persons, we also observe the way of each and every artist in the is different. So every artist uses his own art in his own manner. In the same way, if we talk about management, the people belonging to different fields, they use their managerial skills in their personal manner. So second feature is again similar to that of an art. Third feature, practice and creativity. Okay, every art becomes more creative after practicing. In the same way, when manager perform their activities on regular basis, they come to know the ifs and buts. Okay, they come to know about to deal with adverse situation. Okay, so practice and creativity is there in management also. So what we conclude, yes, management is an art. Okay, next move to the next nature, it is as a science. So now come to the consideration of science. What is science? Science is what is science? Science means systematic study of everything. Systematic study of everything. In the same way, if we talk about management, in the management also there is systematic flow of literature, all knowledge. For example, if we talking about marketing management, so management keeps on going. Firstly, the literature is available and they have to go through the books, and then for the internship, and then finally they have a job in a particular organization, in particular department. So people considered that it is a science because of these 3 features. The first is systematic systematic knowledge. Okay, in science everything goes systematic. For example, if we talk about law of gravity, okay, if we go up to the moon, all things we won't be able to stand because of force of gravity. So gravity has some specific logic. In the same way, if we talk about management, it has some specific reasons behind it. Okay, so the first one is similar to that of a science. Next is universal application. Every principle of science can be applied in whole universe. Okay, and managers, they can keep on sharing their experiences and their expertise within every organization, and a prescribed format is to be followed and can be followed. Okay, so management principles can also be applied in the whole universe. Now move to the third feature of science, that is experimentation and observation. Behind the formation of every scientific principle, there is some experiments to be done, and conclusions are okay, and finally the derivation of principle. In the same way, Managers, because of their experiences, because of their practices, they drive some principles. For example, if you talk about Henry Fayol, okay, he drive the principle of division of work. Okay, this we will study in chapter 2. Okay, so we conclude the management is also based on experiments and observations. So these 3 points: systematic knowledge, universal application, and experimentation and observation, concludes that management is also science. But on the other hand, what the experts say, they say it is an inexact science, not exact, because of the 2 features. Scientific principles are rigid, management principles are flexible. Scientific principles can be applied in the prescribed situation, whereas management principles are flexible. So we can conclude that management is a soft science, not pure science. Okay, now move to third nature, that is profession. Again, we have to see the feature of profession and compare them with that of management. Are they present in management also? So this is how we can relate the management is a profession or not. Okay, the first feature is well-defined body of knowledge. So the first point says that a profession is a well-defined body of knowledge. So basically, when we are acquiring the professional degree, we do have certain formal instructions which we have to keep in mind, and also we require certain amount of training. Same is applicable when we talk about management. Okay, so under management we acquire certain amount of training, and we are also taking into consideration certain formal instructions. So first point, well-defined body of knowledge is same as that of management. Next is restricted entry. That means suppose if you have to claim that you are a professional, okay, then you need to study, okay, and acquire a degree. If you are a CA, you have to study and you have to acquire the degree of CA, right? If you want to say that I am a doctor, then you have to study MBBS and acquire a degree. Same thing doesn't happen when we talk about management. When we talk about management, you want to become a manager, you can be a manager of your own firm. If you are able to open a firm or any organization, even if you are not educated, you can sit there on a managerial position. No one challenge you, right? You don't require a degree. Okay, so second point is not present when we talk about management as a profession. So management as a profession. Next is professional association. If you are professional, let's say lawyer, first of all you acquire a certificate of practice. Lawyer has to be registered with the Bar Council of India. Similarly, if you are a chartered accountant, you have to get registered with the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. If you are a doctor, you have to get registered with the Medical Council of India. Okay, so you have to be registered with certain professional associations. So if you talk about management, there is no such compulsion. However, there is one AIMA, that is All India Management Association. You may get registered with the association or you may not get registered with the association. It is solely on you. So this is again not compulsion that you have to get registered with the association if you are a manager. So again the second point is also not valid if we talk about management. Next is ethical code of conduct. Okay, whoever is any professional who is associated with certain representative association, okay, he has to follow their ethical code of conduct. Any professional has a code of conduct which they have to follow. Okay, when talk about manager, because he is not a member of AIMA, he may not be having any ethical code of conduct. So he is not forced to follow any code of conduct as a manager. That's why we do find unfair trade practices happening at a lot of places because at certain places there is ethical code of conduct, right? So even point number 4 is not applicable in management. Next is service motive. Okay, so whenever we talk about professional, all the professionals have a service motive. They are committed to the society. They have to return back to the society. Okay, so however, when we talk about the management, managers are not forced to follow any such code of conduct because for a manager, it is more important to make profits and get good salaries than simply get to the societies. However, we are developing marketing concept. If you are looking marketing chapter, wherein now they are started taking about customer satisfaction also. So gradually the management is going towards the profession, but still it is not full-fledged profession because looking at the 5 points, only the first one is opt as per management is considered. The remaining 4 are still to be developed in management. Okay, होप कि आप लोग को ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी होगी. अगर आपको पसंद आई ये वीडियो, इसको लाइक करें, शेयर करें और सब्सक्राइब करें. थैंक यू.